Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Friday. Here with a special reading for all of you. So, today's reading, what I wanted to take a look at is what are the general themes of what is blocking or challenging the union, okay? And then I wanted to look at what is feminine specific block on her union, masculine specific block, and the specific block for the connection. Then I'm looking at what is the potential that these blocks will be removed, and then where is the connection headed? Like, where is the union headed? So let's go ahead and get started with the bottom of the deck for this portion of the reading. We have the emotions card, we have the Queen of Cups, we have happening soon, and we have the Saturn card, which is also the World card in this deck. So the current block or challenge, this is a major arcana card in this deck. It's from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. So when this card comes out, right, and it's not in the blocked position, it's a card of balanced emotions. It's a card of, understanding your emotions, having maturity over your emotions, being able to be emotionally honest with yourself or with others. When this card comes up in the blocked position, this is about people that are suppressing or repressing their emotions, people that haven't matured into this compassionate energy, the energy of understanding, their emotion, understanding even their intuition. So what we're seeing here is that the current block has a lot to do with the emotions. It's either people are suppressing them, numbing them out, not wanting to deal with them, or not being honest about what they're truly feeling. And so it's happening right now. This suppression is happening right now, and it is creating the Saturn energy. There's a restriction on this union. There's a restriction on this completion of this connection, because Saturn is an energy. It's difficult. It is a lessons. It teaches you a lot of lessons. It helps you take responsibility and accountability for the things that you need to do. Accountability, responsibility for your karma. So what the block is right now is that, one or both, masculine or feminine, may not be taking responsibility for their emotions, for what they're feeling, and one or both may also not be mature enough in their emotions right now to take accountability. So what's the first theme in the blocker challenge? With a crone card. This crone card is very, very powerful card, because when the crone comes up in the upright, when she is not in the blocked position, this is feminine power. This is fearlessness. This is authenticity. This is individuality. This is independence. When she comes up in the blocked position, which is what we have here, this is telling me that there is a shadow energy, okay? And it's clarified by the Three of Cups. So what I'm really feeling is that the block right now is an outside situation, an outside shadow situation, where the masculine energy is not fighting back his passions. He's not fighting his shadows. He's not clearing and purging this energy of taking place in misaligned lower vibrational connections. He is supposed to learn, right? This is what we're seeing with this energy of Saturn. He is supposed to learn. He's supposed to master his emotions. So right off the bat, the first theme for the block is that the masculine is not dealing with his own shadow self, and instead inviting, other shadowy energies because of his, passion or needs into his life. And he's not necessarily clearing or purging. The second blocker challenge that we have as a theme here is the Three of Swords, the Three of Air. So when this card comes out, it has to do with knowledge, because this is not in the typical tarot, right? So in the typical traditional tarot, you see the heart and it has all these like swords going through it. In this particular tarot deck, when the Three of Air comes out and it's not in the blocked position, it's about education, it's about study, it's about knowledge, it's about the willingness to expand your mind. So now it's come up in the blocked position. So this is about that ignorance is bliss energy. So I do feel like, not to pick on the masculine energy. And frankly, this can relate to your own inner masculine. If you're a feminine watching this, there's this ignorance is bliss, right? So the masculine is in this energy where, you know what? I don't need to be this master. I don't have to, play with fate. I could just, shadow along, stay in the dark, and just kind of go where my heart takes me, or go where my appendage takes me, right? So he's in this energy of not wanting to learn, and he's kind of wearing this as a badge of honor. He's willingly closing himself off to learning, okay? And he may be in his ego and proud about that. So he's in this energy of, I don't need to master my emotion. I don't need to master my thoughts. I don't need to master, my emotional maturity. I can just kind of continue to take risks as related to love, right? That's his own ignorance. So what he does when he's in this energy of just fulfilling himself and his own needs, he chooses partners that are going to vibrate at that same level. The awakened divine feminine will repel this kind of masculine energy. He will not want an awakened feminine. Why? Because he has to be the master of his emotions, of his passion, of his thoughts, and of his environment. She will not want an unawakened, distorted energy. So that energy that she is in, if she's in this energy of I am crone, I am feminine power, he won't want her. He will only want to deal with the shadow of her. And that's where karmics and third parties come in. The third theme that we have here is the healing card. So I feel like this is for both masculine and feminine. So the first two cards I feel like is masculine, and I'm not picking on anybody. I'm channeling the way I see it. And I posted this on my Instagram and this channel the other day, and I said, you know what? I don't sell rainbows, I don't sell candy, and I don't sell fairy tales. I give you the truth. I serve you the truth. This is the truth of the energy as I'm reading it today. Remember, we are still in Mercury retrograde. The shadow period continues for 2 weeks after, so there's still things to be learning. So we have this healing card as the third and final theme for the blocks and challenges. So when the healing card comes up and it's in the upright, it's really about healing and release and purification. It's about forgiveness and transformation. When it shows up in the blocked position, this is about someone that doesn't want to heal. This is about someone that wants to dwell in the past, someone that doesn't want to shift. And I feel like this is both masculine and feminine. And so there's an energy where our pain, our sadness, the betrayal may be affecting our intuition and our own inner guide about this contract and about this union. So feminines, if you're still holding on to some pain, some anger, or maybe dwelling on a specific situation, it is affecting your own intuition. It is affecting your own inner guide and clarity. And frankly, this healing, because masculine doesn't want to deal with this right now, he is blocking his own inner guide and therefore blocking his own divine feminine. So what is the specific block for divine feminine? Well, this is very interesting. This is the 10 of Swords, number 10. So I like that it's a number 10 because this is really telling me we're at the end of this block or challenge. The 10 of Air, when it comes up in the upright position, it's about independence. It's about saying goodbye to pain. It's about ending a cycle and just walking on her own path. The feminine is close to this energy where she is releasing it and she is becoming independent of anything outside of her. So her current block, she's very close to closing out this block. The block is really saying goodbye to this cycle, and that means goodbye to this distorted masculine at this time. This is an awakened feminine who's in her divine feminine energy, and in order to get to the new cycle, to get to the clarity, to get to the new beginning, you've got to say goodbye. It's time to grow up and step into the Empress High Priestess energy. It's time to release and not stay suspended in the energy of, I feel like what you're really holding on to, feminines, is the energy of that sacred sex. It's like that you took it so sacred that you felt it was so sacred and honest and pure, and you felt like perhaps masculine did not hold the intimacy and the same sort of regard. And so if that is one thing that you're, look at this, 6 and 9, and what am I talking about? Sacred sex, right? And this is the yin and yang. If you're still holding on to the pain, the sadness, and that betrayal, you've got to finally let that go. Finally let that go to come in to the ace, because I'm telling you, with that 10 there, you are nearly there. The block is almost removed, almost gone. You're almost ready to get into that next stage. What is the block for the masculine? I got to tell you, him too. He's got the 10 of earth. So good for masculine. I know I've said a lot over here, but you know what? I got to call it as I see it. The masculine energy, the quicker that feminine energy heals and moves on, that masculine energy is right behind. And it's not surprising to me that he would get the earth energy, because the masculine does all of the work on the earthly plane, right? Feminine is in her thoughts. Her thoughts are blocking her intuition. And it's just that energy of her wounds and her ego that she just got to say, you know what? I engage with masculine at the purest and most sacred level. Believe that, receive that, release that. Masculine's energy, the 10 of earth. The 10 of earth is that 10 of pentacles energy. It's abundance, it's confidence, it's everything coming together. It's understanding your place, understanding your purpose. But here's the energy, right? It's in the block position for him. So his block is that he's just not happy. He had feminine right in front of him. He had the divine feminine right in front of him. But what did he do? He chose a shadow. He chose to go with the shadow, and he chose the shadow because he didn't feel like he was enough. So the block here is him not being in his leadership. Look at, we got the lion there. It's him not being in his leadership, in his courage, but being too much in his pride and in his ego. The block is that he is just not rising above. He is not transforming yet from this Jupiter energy, meaning of abundance. It's like he has everything. Everything cannot mean money, masculine. Everything cannot be about the dollar, okay? The dollar is the energy that if you give it so much energy and power over your life, that it creates this energy where you will never feel like you have enough. You will always be living in lack. You've got to let go of that dollar holding you back. So his biggest block, but he's getting over it, guys. The number 10 card, it's like him taking control of his happiness and understanding happiness and abundance is more than just money, okay? And so he's at the 10. He's growing too. The most specific block for the union is the self card. I'm not at all surprised, right? Feminine needs to get back to herself. Masculine needs to get back into himself. And so the block here is that energy of, like knowing who you are. Who are you? What is your realization? What is your manifestation? Be free of definitions, free of labels, free of anything. You've got to stand on your own. And so when this card comes up as a block towards this union, it is this energy of holding on to a label, holding on to a title, holding on to some specific dogma, holding on to this herd mentality. Oh, I'm a twin flame. I'm a twin flame. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm a divine feminine. I'm a divine masculine. Get rid of the label. You are who you are. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are wise. You are you. Get rid of the labels. If you're holding on to a label and crying about it, or feeling lack about it, or, staying stuck in it when the masculine's not showing up yet, or you feel unworthy because of the feminine, then you're not in yourself. You are not in your self union. Okay, so this energy here is you've got to stand up on your own 2 feet. You've got to be innovative. You've got to be original. You have to believe in what your own intuition is telling you and not what other people are telling you. You don't need to believe a reader, a coach, a therapist. Believe in yourself. You are whole. Okay, and look at this. We have the World card. We are so close to this completion. Everything here is a specific block to masculine, feminine, and the union. We're closing this up, guys. We're almost there. Yes, it may still feel very difficult, but you know what? You're working through it. You're at the 10 feminine, masculine's at the 10, and we're almost at the completion of our own inner union. The thing is, you guys are at the fork in the road. It's this moment of truth. It's a moment of truth for you to no longer be in fear. No longer, look at 2 7s. That's this very spiritual number. This could even be a life path number for you or your twin flame or for both of you. This is the energy where this self union is close to completion, but you're both at a fork in the road. And you're in this energy where there is fear about taking this next step, but you've got to take the step into the unknown. Believe in yourself. So, what is the potential of this connection moving forward, right? So, I wanted to know what's the potential of these blocks being removed? Well, guess what? We have desires. Our desire to win, our desire, our passion for our own spiritual belief system, right? Our desire, our passion for this connection brings in the utmost focus that we will stand alone. So this tells me right off the bat, this block here, like you got to stand alone. You've got to stand in your own faith and wisdom. That is exactly what you're going to do. So guess what? Block to union, removed. Let's take that off the table. Okay. So it just feels like, you know what? Both of you will get into this energy of where you know what it is that you desire. You're going to be both in this energy where you're going to be ruled by what you specifically want. What do you desire most? Because desire compels actions. Do you have great expectations or are you expecting disappointment? Okay, ground your desires into reality. You've got to go towards it and move towards what you want. And this ambition towards your own personal dogma, your dogma, not a label, not anything else, your personal dogma creates this energy where you're narrowly focused on standing alone from your own guidance and your own experience. So union block removed. So I said, all right, well, where are masculine and feminine headed in their union? Bottom of the deck, we have the faith card. This is all about having faith. Okay, simple as that. Have faith. Have faith in your desires. Have faith in your dreams. Okay, so when this card comes out, it is all about the energy of anything that you want can be. Okay, anything that is in alignment for you can happen. So believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself. This is also the card of divine connections. So this energy here is have faith in yourself, have confidence in yourself. This is about have faith in the divine, trust in the divine, surrender to the divine, because guess what? There is going to be an end to the uncertainty and an end to the deception. There's an end to the pain. There's an end to the silent treatment. So where are we headed in this connection? Look at this, 6 of Swords. We have the shadow and the light coming into balance. We have the yin and the yang coming into balance. We have the dark and the light coming into balance. We're ready to move towards victory. We're moving towards victory. We're moving towards a heart-centered relationship. And we're ready to manifest that in the earthly plane. Look at this, ruling planet Saturn. Where do we start with Saturn? With the blocks, right? The world card with the blocks. Saturn, guess what? Victory. 6 of Wands, victory over Saturn, victory over this karmic lesson. It just feels like, yeah, man, things are tough. Things are tough right now. It feels tough. It feels like things are going nowhere. But you know what? Stand in your truth. Disassociate from anything that's holding you back. Stand in your own personal guidance, your own dogma. Stand in your own strength, your own confidence, your own belief, because you're headed into victory. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com, and I'll be doing my traditional energy check-in on the King of Shadows 1111 YouTube channel. So join me there. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.